I'm Aisha. I'm Jasmine.
And I'm 12.
And we're IJT Productions.
Hey everybody, we are back with another video. This is IJT Production. Aisha, Jasmine, 12. And this is IJT Presents. And today we got an interesting topic that we need to talk about because listen, I had to adjust my role for this one. I had to get I had to get right for this one because the math is not mathing. These gas prices is crazy right now. Uh, Inflation is hitting us crazy. The prices for things just a few months ago is not the same. Yesterday's price is not today's price. So Biden, you need to do something. Okay. When I got my car in December, I was paying $40 to fill up the tank. It's June and I'm paying $60 to fill it up. All right. So Biden, I need you to do something because wars going on, people getting shot, going to supermarkets, going to school. The prices is going crazy. People rent was $900 last year. They renewed their lease and now they rent is $1,500. We need to, Biden, we need to talk. We need to have a meeting. All right. So what's going on? I'm gonna pass it to Jazz. Like what's going on right now? How have you been affected with all of this craziness is going on? Shortages, the whole bit. Talk to us, Jazz. What's going on?
Well, I would like to report that I need to go to the White House because I really need to have a meeting. This is serious. My first thing is that it's the formula shortage that's doing it for me because I'm a mom and I have been praying so much for these moms out here, especially new moms. And I know Ish, your sister is a new mom, and I've been praying for her and the formula she needs. And I just been like looking online, just to see how it feels, but also to see if I could find some formula. And it's just been really tough. Like there's nothing around. They have if you find a bulk of formula, it's like 150 dollars. And I'm just like, wow, like I never seen something or experienced this before ever in my life. And I just think about the babies. Like that is it for me. Like I think about the children because I love kids so much. They're precious to me. So I just want the kids to be taken care of. And this is just a mess. And besides that, it's the shootings as well. Like every other day there is a mass shooting going on. And I just think about the families that are hurting, that lost loved ones unexpectedly, whether you're going to church, whether you're going to school, whether you're going into a supermarket just to get groceries for a friend. You just never know if that's just going to be your last day or anything. And it just made me think about how important it is to not just think about your loved ones and hold them tight and close, but also really get into people's lives to see how they're doing. I just wonder, like, how are the relationships with those people who are shooting up schools, or who are killing people, or who want to, commit suicide and want to take people out with them. That's just something so serious. So those are the two main things for me. That's just been heavy. What about you guys?
Take it away, Aisha.
For me, the way these prices are going, I think I'm just gonna be wearing a robe. It don't make sense. Like to wash clothes, you gotta pay for that regardless. I don't know if they're going up on those prices. Everything seems expensive with gas, car, airplane, everything. Student loan debt is always the one that's over my head. But I heard Biden said he was going to pay that off, and my account ain't zero, and it's not the zeros where I need it to be, which is after the decimal, not the ones before. But yeah, it's not looking good. As far as like the formula thing, like that is something that really scares me because like you stated, Jazz, my sister has she's like 3 weeks 3-week-old daughter. Like, you know what I'm saying? So people have been reaching out and like sending formula. Shout out to Davita, a good friend of mine who was able to send me formula for my niece, and things of that nature. But I see other mothers are like connecting and driving formula to people as well. So I think that's awesome how community still shows up even in crisis. Another thing that was real to me today was the mass shooters, because my job sent me an email like we had to do an active shooter training. Like we always have to do it every year, but this year it really hit hard because it's like these are still happening, and I work on a college setting. So what's our procedure when this happens? Because we're on a big campus. Like I know where the exits are. Just like what's up? But telling me to run and hide or fight, it's like this is why I'm always nice to everybody on campus, from the janitor to the provost, so I treat everybody the same. But yeah, it's a real situation, and I think that it's not even how it skyrocketed. I feel like it was always something every year, like 2020 till still to this day, we get the Black injustice of officers shooting Black people, right? Now it's like we had the Sandy Hook thing where that little boy shot up all them little kids. They were white, and now people are just getting shot everywhere, and it's just, it could be Black, white, Latino, who are the gunmen. It doesn't even matter at this point. So as far as being evil and wicked, it is a sickness. I think it's more like that mental health evil aspect where people, you want to know how they're doing. And I know that we mentioned in our Bible study, it's like we pray for the people who we've lost. It's hard for people to pray for the people who's actually doing the shooting. So it's like, look at the conditions of their heart, where their mind was, where their soul and spirit was, to take somebody out because something that happened to them, and that's how they let it out. It's like you had to go to a gun and just really take out innocent people who may or may not have any connection to you. That is mind-blowing. But I still encourage people to do that. It's hard. Forgiveness is tough. Mental health is real. But I know God is in control at the end of the day, but it's a real scary feeling to be experiencing this right now. And just, it's like over and over, we don't get a break. Like just over the weekend, it'd be like 10 shootings in different states. You're like, what am I supposed to do? So, but you can't live in fear because you'll be paralyzed. We don't have a spirit of fear, you know what I'm saying? But we do have community. And I know that if someone wishes just to talk to these people and just give resources and outlets, something, you know what I'm saying, to be there for somebody, I think we need to have more of loving on our neighbors and on people, where you just, people who are very like not social, say something, like please, because they're probably losing it, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard, but yeah, this is a very high at risk times we're in right now.
Yeah,
So what's
that's
up?
true, man. I'm just trying to maintain. We've been just hit back to back with so many different things. The pandemic, you know, and post pandemic, re-entering back to, being around each other, but still trying to make sure you're safe and healthy. The politics with everything that's just been going on. I think a lot of stuff that's taking place, in my opinion, is given recession. It's given um is giving economy crash. Is given that. But I'm still doing my best to just keep my mind positive and stay optimistic about just, focusing on the things that I can do, that's inside of my control, because I can't necessarily stop everything that's going on. I wish I had that ability, but as far as what y'all said with the mass shootings and things like that, um, I feel a lot of different ways about it. I feel angry. I feel frustrated. I feel compassion to the families that, lost their loved one due to somebody being so careless and reckless. Um, it's just an unfortunate thing all across the board. However you look down the middle, as far as the person that's out crying in that way, the families that have to bury their loved one, and pick up the pieces to their lives, and trying to make some type of peace with things that took place. So I do feel a lot of different ways. Like one part is, trying to understand and be compassionate to the situation, but the frustration, the human side of me is just like, but why are these people like making such an announcement? And just being quite frank, it's like if you don't want to be here anymore, then just don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling somebody to commit suicide or anything like that, but it's like why do I just don't I just for the life of me can't understand like why does it have to be this like this big bang? Like before I go, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna go, it's just if whatever you're dealing with, depression, mental illness, whatever the case may be, and it's hard to say this, but it's just like even not being in the right mind, for some reason that sounds like a good idea to before I go out, I'm suffering, I'm hurting, or whatever I'm going, or I'm upset with somebody, I'm gonna, you know, harm all of these other people. And then it's like, you know, you don't get to see the other side of it as far as the people that's suffering behind this. So it's very selfish. That's why I kind of, like I said, it is frustrating. So I get people gonna probably say whatever, like, oh, you're saying, but I'm being honest with how I'm feeling and communicating what it is. It's very frustrating that this is like literally not, oh, okay, once every blue moon this happens. It's like it's literally becoming a trend for people to go places that nobody is expecting a shooting to take place and open fire and harm innocent people. And the fact that that's even starting to be like a copycat kind of thing, that's so sickening because I have nieces, I have nephews, I have family. Like we all have family and people we love and care about, and it's just like you don't. I can't even put my mind to even imagine a phone call or getting that news that my loved one is not here because they were just going grocery shopping, not doing anything. They were in school learning about shapes and letters, and they won't be here now because of somebody's selfish decision. So that's a hard one. But as far as the economy, it's just like we haven't had a. I don't think we've gotten a transitional period from the pandemic to where the economy is right now. It just seemed like we was getting everything for the low last year, flights, things like that. I one time I paid like $20 for a flight. Now these flights are extremely high, you know. And then if it's not just the flights are high, then it's like the flight may get canceled because there's not enough staff or this or that. So it's just like what's going on. So like I said, Biden, you need to do something. Like from John Q, like you need to do something because um you know, it was a lot of promises made, and this was the part that Ice Cube has said. It's like, listen, if you want access to both of you, we need to know what we're gonna actually get on the back end because we've had enough. Even Diddy even said it too. Like we've been doing our part as far as, and I'm not getting into the politics or what I believe, but just the sentiment of if we're gonna vote for these politicians, we need to the people need to see something. And I think if it's gonna take us, like you said, Aisha, communities getting stronger and women are creating groups amongst each other to, you know, help supply each other with the needs. Men and women or just the local people are doing that, then that just tells you right there what the politics actually really mean on a day to day. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to sit and wait for this to get passed, and then the House got to agree, and this and that. Meanwhile, there's no formula. So we got to improvise. We got to get straight to it because we can't sit there and wait on whenever y'all decide to pass these things. So it is a tough time. So I just say stay as positive as you can, stay prayed up, you know, love on your family, you know, don't take any day, any moment for granted. You know, and don't get so consumed and overwhelmed with everything that's taking place. Just do what you can do because like if you can see everything that's happening on the news and social media and things like that, yes, it's very sad, it is very depressing. But the blessing that we have is just another opportunity for life, and we can't take that for granted. So we can sit and dwell on what's not going in our favor, what's not, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, we just gotta also bring balance to that and do our best to stay positive and lean on our faith and lean on God and everything to know that everything is gonna work out and we can do what we uh can do within our means. But it's getting crazy. Like I used to be saying, it's buck wild right now. It's buck wild. It's buck wild. The inflation happens so fast, you know, and it's like, can you take me on a date first? You just going, you just asking me back to your room like
Right.
that. You just like, can we go on a date?
No,
Like,
like no
can we
break.
talk about this?
Do we get a
Right,
break?
right. Can we talk about this? Like economy? Can we sit and talk before y'all just raise everything? So
Can
yeah, it's crazy.
we
Right. Right. Can we talk? Like literally. So the people are going through a trying time, but if we look at our history, most of the times where organization and like movements were developed and formation were happening is usually during these types of times. So I'm hoping that like as a society and as a community and as things like that, we can have conversations like this and focus on what can we do to help soothe our immediate community close and far. So hopefully we can start to heal, literally, like I always say, like really heal amongst each other so that we can lean on each other and be strong. So yeah.
Amen.
So
There was just one thing,
okay.
like I feel like during this time, I feel like there's so many distractions with like the
Yeah.
money, with the gun laws, with the whole abortion
Hmm.
thing. I just feel like there's certain things the media is throwing at us to take it
Hmm.
away from like the real things.
Right.
Whether like 12 was mentioning whatever you believe in, politics, if you're left or
Hmm.
right. I don't care. I'm a big person on life, period. And I think everybody's lives matter. But of
Hmm.
course, I acknowledge the Black lives, the Latino lives, the white lives. That's what I mean when I say all lives. I actually mean that. I'm not
Hmm.
racist about it. What I would suggest is that with these times that we're going through, like I just did the training for the active shooter. They said run, they said hide, they said fight. Be alert when you're on the train, like with your headphones. If you got loud music, you might want to turn it down. You might want to start making eye contact with people. For prime example, the gunman on the train who did that, who he had the smoke bomb go off first and then he shot, he avoided eye contact. So I'm not saying mean mug people, but I'm just saying make sure you got enough to actually look at who's on the train, be aware of your surroundings, be alert. I really want Biden to knock out student loan debt, but also these gun laws. I do believe that there's a right to carry, but I think maybe we need to do psychiatric evaluations on that before we give somebody a gun. I don't know if we should give kids guns and then people who are like, PTSD right away if they not treated appropriately. And how it's so easy to get access to that and go to a Walmart. I think we should have
Yeah.
some things on that. So
Right.
I think we should definitely be alert, be active, be aware, and like come together in community by any means necessary. So
Hmm.
that's all I have to say about that.
No, you're totally right, Jazz. You wanted to.
No. I mean, I agree with everything what you guys have said, and I just think that just as a people, I think even with social media, we need to focus more on each other rather than
Hmm.
ourselves, than putting
You're
out
right.
and just
Correct.
share what we have together. you know
Right.
Love
Right.
conquers all. It's so easy to do the wrong thing. It's so
Hmm.
easy to be mad, but it's hard to do the right thing. It's hard to love. That's the
Yeah.
hardest thing to do. And I think that, all like when you're mad, think, you know what, let me just hug this person instead. you know let me love
Right.
this person instead. Just switch it and place it. Just think for a second. Rather than go
Hmm.
fight the person, give them a hug.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised what love
Talk
can
about
do.
it. Talk
It
about
can
it.
end things right then and there. So
Hmm.
that's just what I want to share.
Right. And that's beautiful. There was a song that the Jacksons had. It's called "Living Together," and it's the part of the lyric that says, "If this world is going to be our home, let's make it strong by living together." And that concept, you know, like these are the times where it's not about who's a Democrat, who's a Republican, who's gay, who's straight, who's this, who's that, are you pro this, are you like we still have to live together. So let's put all of these labels and these, you know, categories to the side and let's go and decide what is going to be best for the future for every one of us. You know, it can't just be selfish. Like, oh, those them people over there, we don't care about them. Them people over there, we don't care about them. Like, we've been doing that long enough. So it's like, if anything, I think if anything we can say from everything that's happening is like we all we got. we all we got. So even though I said Biden you do something, it's not even really even on him to do something. It's not even really on him. It's really on us, you know. So yeah. So with that said, talk about being together, leaning on each other. This is how you could lean on us. You could just press the like, right? Just like, right? And if you have something that you want to add to this conversation, there's a little box down there that says comments. So you can actually type a comment and then you can speak about how you feel. Because this is all about being together. And then further than that, you want to see more videos from us, or you even want to be part of our videos, you know what you could do? You could just click this thing called subscribe. Because we put out videos every single Thursday at 8 p.m. So yeah. So I'm gonna just drop the mic on that one. And we will see y'all at the next video. We're IJT. Meet us in the comments and we're out of here.
Thank you so much for watching. Please share, subscribe, and like, comment. We appreciate you all, and thank you all for watching.